Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing a single player playthrough on the 1.1 experimental branch. So, if you went to last time, we had taken a little bit of a break from factory building for just now and decided to head over and try and fix our plastic issue, which we did manage to fix. For the most part, the plastic is still low on incoming oil, and I'd like to get that plastic factory up to full bore as it's supposed to be. So that's what we're working on today. Is to we were gonna just add in the well pressurizer and make that work, but the tower was completely off center and was gonna bother the crap out of me. So we decided to tear it all down and start over. So. Yeah, pretty good there. Yeah, so we'll mention that in a minute. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Alrighty, and here we are. So to start things off here, I wanted to mention something. We've got a new and upcoming Satisfactory channel here on YouTube that is well, definitely going to outpace me, I'll tell you that much. They've definitely got some building skills, so if you definitely want to see them skills, I would highly go and check out my main YouTube page underneath the friendly content creators section, a channel called My Name Jakes. So I believe that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, this person builds amazing factories. They've got huge just craziness going on. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a very crazy factory building. Like, makes me look like a noob, right? It is pretty insane. So if you'd like to check out a brand new channel, they just started their journey here on YouTube. So if you check them out, that would be much appreciated. Definitely go over there if you want to see an amazing build. They only got one video out right now, but I believe they have more coming. So. But they're, like I said, they're just starting out and whatnot, and they do some crazy builds. So if you want to see art, I should say, that is definitely the place to go. Satisfactory factory art, and it's all functional too. It's not just for fun. It is literal factories making stuff. So yeah, definitely. I would say definitely way out of my league. He's way far beyond my skill level at the moment. I do eventually want to be up to that point one day, but yeah. So yeah, definitely. Like I said, channel name is My Name Jakes. I got them up there on my main YouTube page underneath the friendly content creator section. So if you'd like to check them out, definitely go check them out. See their little short video they got going on there, because it is insane. Then they got some amazing editing skills too, like freaking awesome. Alrighty, so like I said, the plan is to pretty much get this tower up to snuff. Now I want to build this tower. I did say, what was it, 50 walls is what I wanted. So let's go 9. I just wanted to get us started there. But yeah, we're going to build this 50 walls tall so you can see it from just about anywhere. Well, on this side of the map, we've got a big old cliff we're trying to contend with. So, but yeah, I want to add this. I want to add lights and stuff. Now, we should definitely try to focus on getting this tower mostly complete today. Get it hooked back into the system. And then once it's hooked into the system, then we can set upon the plastic factory to actually get working properly like it's supposed to. Because it's not actually producing the amount of heavy oil that we're supposed to be producing, and we need to be able to burn all that off too. So we're definitely gonna have to do some upgrades and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, we're kind of just taking a little bit of a step back from factory building this week. Mainly we're going to be building the train line to connect it out to the grasslands. That is going to be one of our main focuses here. Just mainly because we need to get that focused on, get that loop done, because there's actually a couple of trains that will help. If they're going this way, will definitely help with the traffic there that is down at the main one of the main train lines there, because the train is not going to avoid traffic and go back a little bit to then take a line that isn't as widely used, like the one going up through the northern forest. They're going to take the most direct line they can, which is kind of unfortunate. I really wish Satisfactory or the Coffee Stain would add in the ability to choose the train route. Let's say it's automatic. Its automatic mode is the shortest line, but if you would like to choose your own train lines, if you've got multiple ways that trains can go, you can choose the route. You can literally record the route, and the train will take that route, just like it does with the trucks and tractors. So just kind of use that system, but obviously you won't be able to put down nodes or anything. It just records your what it does. It just records your switches on each of the switch tracks. So it records whether you went straight here or whatever. Like, it just kind of records the path essentially. That would probably be the best way, in my opinion, to make that. Ooh, look at that tower's beefy. Damn. Hell yeah. We're going to put some beams along here too. That's why these beam connectors are here as well. Not only just to look good, but we're also going to be pulling in those beams up top here, and then we're going to be putting some lights in and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I would love to have this tower done today. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm going to try to, though. I'm going to try my best to get this tower done today, so that should be fun. Yeah, this is going to take me a minute, so let me put in the rest of these walls, and then we'll get working on the base, and then get our industrial, because we're going to go big with this one. Because this is going to be the main collection facility for oil. I might even put down 2 train stations. We might be putting down a second train station so that we can split off the oil between the train stations, like have half the oil going in one side, half the oil going in the other. I don't know if we'll be able to make that work. We'd have to have a lot of pipes. It would be an insane build, though, I tell you what. And I was thinking about this the other day too. Instead of having the pipes come down the entranceway here, down to there, if we're going to have 2 train stations, why don't we just have the pipes come down the center between the 2 train stations, have a train station on that side as well? Yeah, it might miss the oil there, and then we just have 2 10-car train stations. We basically just duplicate this and put one over here. I mean, it's not going to be that easy. I'll have to build it all, but yeah. Then we also increase efficiency, so we can have 1 oil train going out there to the oil plant, or to the plastic and rubber plant. Then we'd have oil going out this way for other stuff if we set up something in the grasslands that needs like crude oil, or at least needs crude oil for another oil process, or whatever. That could be fun too. We could really beef this up and then make this tower really look like it's serving all. Then we don't have to worry about oil for a long time as well, because pulling from this train station, if 2 trains get backed up on this train station, you know what happens? One train station empties out most of the station, the next train comes in, goes to get a load, and it only gets about half a load or so, and the train can only fill so much. Now that would probably be it'd probably be evened out eventually, because obviously if you're not pulling the same amount as you're using, if you're using less than what you're actually putting into the train stations, that eventually would even out. But I think we could have 2 facilities per 2 oil collection train stations for this tower. I think that would probably work out quite well. Yeah, that could be fun. I don't know. We'll see about it, but like I said, I do want to at least get this oil tower done today and get it hooked up. And then maybe after that, we'll think about it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this train line as well definitely needs to be connected out to the grassland, so that trains, for instance, like the plastic train would start taking this way instead, because this way it's going to be faster. It's going to be a shorter route. than going the other way. I think it would be a shorter route. I'd hope it would be a shorter route. We hope. We don't know though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alrighty then. Now we're finally at our 50 walls tall. I've been putting in my my power connectors. I know these aren't really all that needed, but it looks cool. You know what? It looks cool. Yeah, this is going to be our new oil tower. Let's see how tall this thing is from down here. Oh yeah. Is that a little too tall? Is that a little too little tall? Oh, I love it. I do love it though. That's a wee bit tall there. I think I'm gonna have to blueprint for the signs or for the lighting that's going to go on this. Because good lord, man, that is tall. Ooh, you know what? I want to do it. I want to do it. It'll be really hard to do, but I want to do it. Is basically what I want to do is I want to put rings instead of stripes going up like we have the nitrogen gas tower. What if we did rings every so often? Like we could do rings going all the way up. Oh, that could look really good. It's like instead of doing stripes, we do rings. If we could blueprint it as well, so it'll be easy. I'm into that. I'm so into that. I'm so into that I'm gonna do it. Not now, but we'll do it. But yeah, see, I put in those power lines so I can just go up each tower, or up each portion of it. Every 10 walls, there's a set of connectors that I can connect to, so I can fly all the way up. It just keeps going. That is a tall freaking tower, man. Whew, that is a tall tower. We're all the way up here. Man, you're going to be able to see that from the aluminum factory. Oh, you're going to be able to see that from the grasslands over there. You're going to be able to see the top of it. Oh, that's pretty good. I love it. Okay, enough swooning over our tower here. Let's get to building, shall we? So we want tilt-a-wall. So I said I wanted it like the pill shape rather than the traditional tower shape. So basically the tower shape, you would start out with like a 1 meter and then 2 meter and then 4 meter and then 8 meter and then you go straight up. This one we start with the I don't remember how I do the pill shape now. I've completely forgotten. Whoops. I'll have to, I'll definitely have to look that up. But I think it was... Or maybe it was to start out with, okay, foundations. Let's go to these grip metal, okay. So yeah, maybe you do start out with this here. This is gonna be, this might be a little difficult. Just trying to think what would be the best way to make that happen. Because I remember the pill shape being... No, that's more of a cone shape, isn't it? I thought it was... Let's see if I can put this up here. There we go. We go 8 meter and then 4 meter. And then foundations. I've got our, oops, that needs to be an inverted ramp. We got our 2 meter. And then, oh, stupid, get the inverted. There we go. I could have swore it was like that. But I could be wrong, of course. Let's see, where are we at as far? It's 4, definitely, right? Well, we're going to be going bigger than that anyway. Or no, it's actually 6. So we've got 2 walls here, right? Or do we got 3? I think it's 3 walls. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and then 3.5, so 4. Oh, so if it's 4 of those, then it's 8 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need. So in order to make that happen, we need that. Because there's like an inverted as well. We could do the inverted 4 meter instead. Yeah, because they still have yet to give us an 8 meter ramp. Or still have yet to give us 2 meter and 1 meter sloped walls. That's okay though. And 2 meter. I thought this was the shape. Inverted. So something like that maybe? So we got, oh, these are, oh, I forgot, these are 2 already. Yeah, that's definitely not going to work. Yeah, because this right here is already 2 foundations. It's 2 walls wide. Or 2 foundations wide, sorry. At least I think it is. Is it? Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, no, it's only 1, really. I thought it was 2. So, okay, so then that would make me incorrect then. So if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, so it'd be 4 foundations to make that circle. Okay, so I was initially correct with inverted there, and then inverted there, and then inverted there. And I guess it's not really the pill shape, it's more of the flat tower shape. Which way did I go with that one? That one has... I don't remember how I did that tower. Anybody remember how I did... You can actually see the tower from here. It's like... It's like above that marker there. Right there. You could just about see this tiny, tiny little set of concrete. Oh man, I love how you can see the circuit board factory from here. The circuit board factory is so big, you can just see it straight up from here. I love that you can see just about all the factories. Freaking cool, man. That's why you always build big, because then you can see it from forever and a half. Okay, so if we do it like that. Okay, and then we want 1 meter foundation on top. It should be... I mean, we can go even bigger with this. Okay, let's get this up to... Yeah, right up there. So we've got... So 2 foundations tall plus that one. And then... You've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that should be the height. Is that the height for this? Oop. Zip it over. Okay, so that's the height for that. Okay. So then we want foundations 2 meter to match it, and then foundation 1 meter to match that. And then we can get our circle started. I wonder how this is going to look. We're going to have a little bit of a gap, so we're going to be relying on those beams to cover that gap. So, because it is 6 out. Okay, so we put in our 4 blades, just like that. And we remove the middle, hold control, go 1, 2. We go out 7, and then 6. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap there. I could just go out 5 as well. Yeah, because that is a hell of a gap right there. No. I gotta have the gap then. Because I've already accounted, so this one's... Then it goes like that. Unless I change this, of course. I mean, it is also possible. I can also... Oops. I'd also change this as well. I mean, I can fix the little gap there. I can fix the floor gap. Yeah, because if we go out 10, that's gonna be way too big. Like it's gonna be a small tower with a big old bulbous freaking head. It might be a little ridiculous. Yeah, let's fly down here, see how it looks. Always gotta check our work. Actually, yeah, I might go bigger. I might go to the one tech, which is 10 foundations out. Yeah, then we could fit so much oil up here. It's gonna be insane. Then we can have as many pipes coming down as we want at the max speed, at max 600 speed, because the gravity, and we can have just so many pipes connected. Oh, the storage capacity on this is going to be insane. Let's do it. Alrighty, so finally got that done. I've got this placed. We've got all of our tanks in place. There's a reason I did this. I only did 3 high. I didn't want the tower too tall on the top portion to be just a straight flat wall. Too much. So I went ahead and did that. I only did 3 here, and then these 3. All the way around, we've got 48 tanks, so that's quite a bit. 48 tanks. That's a lot. That is a lot of storage. If we actually take our 48 tanks here, 48 times 2,400, that is 115,000 liters, or 115,000 liters. Is that what this is? No, it's meters. Okay, 115,000 meters cubed for those. That is a lot of storage, though. That's a lot of oil. But yeah, I think this could be the central spot to get oil, the main facility, and we'll put down a second. I'm definitely saying yes now. We're going to put down a second train station so that we can collect oil from anywhere, or to go to any factory on the map that needs crude oil. So, including the plastic, copper, or plastic and rubber. There we go. Plastic and rubber. I should have said plastic and popper. That would have made more sense. Not really. Yeah, everything's looking good there. So now we just need to get it functional. We need to get these filling up. Unfortunately, I can only do that with the thing. So we're going to have to come down here. So we're not going to build the top today, I don't think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get this thing functional to start filling up those tanks up there, and then next time we can finish up there. And like I said, I wasn't going to say that we were going to get this done today. So, I mean, it took us all week to do the nitrogen gas tower. So, doing this one is so much better. And I know it's not, it's not exactly preferable to. I've got power running in here. It's not exactly preferable to be building a giant oil tower. People want to see the old. They want to see the factories being built and progress actually being made, and well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just give it time. Just give it some time. We'll have to take a break. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Well, actually, if I do the blueprint, we'll be able to do that. Do the rings and stuff. We should probably do. Maybe I should do the rings because I can then use the rings to. Oh my gosh! Look. I didn't even look up. Hold on, we gotta look up at this thing. That is a big tower. I did it the other way because this way it looks much better, in my opinion. Yeah, look, it's the big tower. This is the pill form, the more pill form. The other way doesn't look as good. But yeah, that is a big oil tower, I must say. Has a lot of oil. We could definitely bring down like 10 oil pipes or heck even more if we wanted, and send it to both these train stations. There goes our oil train. Okay. So I guess first things first, we need to figure out, because we're gonna overclock this as well, which I don't know if I did yet. I don't think I have. So let's go inside here. Get to where we can access it. Yeah, I didn't overclock it. So we're going to be doing 900 per minute. Resource well potential 900 per minute. It's only 900? Really? So that means this is not an official, or this is not official. This is not a good, not very good oil spot, is it? There's a lot of oil here, but just not on this particular one. These are all, oh, they're in piers. Wait, did they? I could have swore these were piers at one point. Am I stupid? Probably. They're all in piers and normals, that's why. Oh, there's a pier one there. There's a normal one there. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. But we'll have to figure out which ones we want to combine. Looks like I did give enough space for all these. Probably, hopefully even here. But we'll compare. What we'll do is we'll combine some of these. How much oil is in this area? And of course, I have resources turned off because they cluttered the map. What's down here? Resources. So we've got all the potential oil. So there's 2 in piers, 3 normals, and 1 pier. I could have swore this was all pure oil over here, but I guess I was wrong about that. Okay, so if we combine all these, so we got 2 in piers, so those are going to be 300, or no, 150, 300, and 600, right? So 600, 78, no, that ain't even correct. No, those are 300s. Wait, what? So if this is 900, then we've got a pier node here, normal, and normal. So these two are combined into one pipe. So we've got 600 plus 2 more 600. So that's 612. It's 18. So we got potential 2700 here. That's what it is. Man, that just seems really low for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I could have swore this place got nerfed. But maybe that's just me. So 900. Target production rate's gonna be potential 900. Maximum. Okay, so we'll have to combine those pipes into making. I mean, we could put down the. I really need an elevator or something in here to get down underneath. Thought I put a hole in the wall. Let me sit down. There it is. Maybe I should put a door down here. That'd be kind of interesting. Okay, so if we go production, put down the well pressurizer. That also, they're only pushing 75. So the impiers are really crappy. Wow. So normal, is pushing 750. Or 150, sorry. Pushing 150. Man, this thing got, I don't know if it got nerfed or what. And then piers are only pushing 300. That's nuts. I thought it'd be way more. So this resource well extractor, or this well extractor is almost not worth it, is it? Almost. We're going to combine with these as well. Alright, so we got 900 plus the... yeah, plus 18. So 2,700. And we take 2,700, divide that by 600 for 5 pipes. So 5 pipes is the least we can have, or the most we can have. Oof. I mean, 5 pipes going up together. Because each of these are 600, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, why is the piers on this 600, but the piers on the resource well are lower? I mean, it's been a while since I've done that. Like, the resource well over here is 3,000. The nitrogen gas well. See if I can find it. See if I can freaking find the damn thing. It's right over here. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's got 10. So 3,000. So they're doing 300 each. So yeah, piers are 300. They're only 300. Okay, so that equals to 3,000. So we've almost got the same amount. We've got 300 less. So we could still do the 10 pipes, but they're going to be... Actually, they won't be severely reduced, will they? Because we're going to be flowing out maximum. We could still flow out 20 pipes to fill up both train station. It'll take a while. I know we're not pushing that much, but that's just how it's going to be for now. Okay, so... Now that we know what the impiers do, we can combine that with the normals and the one pier over here somewhere. And then get those pipes. I don't know how many pipes we're going to be here. But it looks like 5 pipes going up will be the maximum that we can do. And then we'll have, say, 10 or even 20 pipes coming down. Down the center. I'm going to move... I think I might move the door. And everything, I might move that to this side so that we can go down between both train stations. I think that'll probably be the best we could do with that. Have this as the center. Yeah, have this as the center right here. Until we get down to the train station, and the train station will be... The train station is going to be slightly off. There's actually a very slight... see, I adjusted this one, but there's a very slight... It's ever so slightly off. Close, though. Pretty close. Okay. So yeah, let me combine all this and start getting it pumped up there. And hopefully this train station can hold out until we get... it reconnected again. If it can't, I'll put T's on these and send it over here as well, so it can at least have some oil coming in. Yeah, that is going to be interesting. So we'll get this reconnected here to then start getting sent out, or start getting the other side set up for that. Well. I know what we're doing this week. It looks like our plans have changed. Yeah, buddy. I've been making my way over here. We ran out of power. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You remember that power station I was talking about making, where we're going to make all the different fuels and stuff like that? Looks like it may happen sooner rather than later. We've had a few accidents. The entire power grid is down right now, unfortunately, which sucks. Oh, it sucks so much. So I'm over here at the power station. The reason it did is because our last couple of factories looks like they've been pushing, because they're constantly running. They don't have a sink, or they have sinks. Have been pushing over our limit, because I was checking the grid when I get the announcement that it went down. All this is one big power grid, connected via trains mostly. And it looks like our power grid is finally shut down. Now we're using normal fuel. Like I said, it was bound to happen eventually. I was expecting it to happen. I was just hoping that I have a little more time. But yeah, the entire power grid... Whoa, leg! The entire power grid has been shut down. Because we're now out of power. Let me get over to a pole here. Let's go check our pole. As you can see, we've been pushing over that limit. Oh, never mind. I stand corrected. We've ran out of fuel, actually. Okay. All right, let's check these here. Have we ran out of heavy oil? Is that the case? Let's see. Well, the farthest ones down are going to be the ones that... Never mind. I thought, for some reason, I got my colors mixed up when I looked at it a minute ago. I mean, I was in panic, so, you know, it's expected. This one has fuel. This one has fuel. Let's see. See if we can get it going again. No, it starts going, and then as soon as it gets there, it overdoes it. So we need to stimulate the power with a bit of extra power and an autosave. What would be the best way to do that? Would it be better? Also, there's some trains moving, so we're gonna have some more accidents here in a minute. You see all the red markers, like those there. Those are all accidents, train accidents, because trains that were powered were no longer powered, stopped their momentum when they were going up a hill, and then they don't have any brakes for some stupid reason. They don't stop when they start going in reverse with no power. That's a very bad that's like the older semis and stuff like that would run or the older trailers and stuff, that if you run out of air, you have no brakes. See, the newer systems on air here we go. The newer systems on air brakes, when you run out of air, the spring pressure, the air is keeping the spring pressure at bay. And as soon as you lose too much air pressure, what happens is your brakes pop out, and the spring pressure pushes the brake shoes out against the drums, and they stop the vehicle from moving. If it's that way, if you have no air pressure, that thing puts full brakes. If in case your pump goes out, you get a hole in your air tank where you can't build pressure anymore, it just locks the tires up. Now that is kind of dangerous too, but it's less dangerous than having no brakes, in a 80,000 pound semi truck. So, there's another collision. Iron Ore Train 3 and Iron Ore Train 2 have collided. Yeah, so that is a safety hazard there, Coffee Stain. Need to fix. 0 out of 10 unplayable. Yeah, those trains, if they run out of power, their brakes should immediately lock so they don't move. Not they run out of power and now they're free to just roam. I mean, I get that the brakes themselves might be, well, the brakes are the brakes on the trains are air powered, so it would have the same principle if you want to apply real life to it. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and as soon as I put on the power, all the trains that aren't in accidents, they start immediately moving. Okay, so we need to fix this. And the fastest way I can see of fixing this issue, we're not doing biomass, because I have way too big of a power grid for that. I need to zoop this. Is it just out of heavy oil, or... Let's go ahead and check the storages before the heavy oil train gets here. check the reserves. I'm not getting a thing here. Oh, they are very empty. So yeah, that's what's causing it. Okay. So the problem that we're solving right now is what's going to solve this problem that we're having at the moment. It's not going to solve our power issue completely because obviously we need to produce more power, but it will solve our power issue for now so that we can work on making a bigger power facility. Looks like power facility is the way we're going today, or not today, but this week. This week and probably next week too. It's gonna be a big problem to fix. We could go nuclear. That is a choice. We could go nuclear for now, but the nuclear power plant would take forever for one, and for two, I want a no waste fuel plant. We need to fix the train issues. The glaring train accidents. Yeah, I want a no-waste facility, so it's going to take even longer to get nuclear up and going, because we're going to recycle our waste back into fuel rods, using alternate recipes and all that. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit before we get to nuclear, anyway, because I have a place where I'm putting my nuclear power plant, and we don't even have rails out there right now, so it is going to be a little while. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So this train ran out of power halfway up the hill or so and started rolling backwards and collided with our other train here. Whoops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on self-driving even though this train's just going to run into the other train. Okay, get going. Alright, self-driving is on that. Alright. Yeah, let me fix all these and get everything up and going again, and then we'll meet you guys back at the oil tower that we're trying to get going. Alrighty then, well, here we are back at our oil tower. Now, unfortunately, because of our power, a little power outage that did kind of ruin the rest of the plans for the for the episode, but we're going to go ahead and continue this next time. We'll get the don't worry about all this snaky mess. I put in these towers put in these the buffers. There we go. Put in these buffers so that this train station can run a decent long time while we hook up these 3 pipes plus all the others to get them piped up the tower and stuff like that. So I was creating a light ring as well, spent about half hour doing this and realized that the ring is 1 foundation too big. So if we go into here real quick, from the center is 2 foundations, and on this one I did 3 foundations. So why is this in a quarter? I'll show you in a minute as well, but yeah, you can see I did 3 foundations instead of 2. That was my bad. So yeah, if we go ahead and clear the blueprint designer for a second, I'll show you why I have to build this in quarters. So if we go to our foundations, we go to 1 here, do that. You're going to notice that when we go to this, that's all fine and dandy. But when I do the next set, it overlaps the blueprinter. It overlaps the blueprinter ever so slightly, and it gets angry about it. So, yeah, a little restrictive there, but it is what it is. And you can't. And I know that we won't have the foundations. It'll just be the beams and the lights. But you have to put the foundations in first in order to get that circle designed and stuff like that. So I designed it into a quarter. You know, creative solutions for problems and stuff like that. And that's what I love about this game. This game, it really does kind of like it, you know, you end up with these unique challenges and stuff like that, and you got to try to figure it out. And sometimes you figure it out, and sometimes you don't. That's what happened here, unfortunately. But we'll get it figured out next time. Mainly, oh yeah. So the other thing I was going to do, and I just came up with this too, as I was flying over here, or as I was flying over here, I was like, why don't I just put it in a blueprint as well? If we load this blueprint, I'm actually going to go over here because we're only going to have 5 pipes going up the tower, so we can figure out exactly where we want those 5 pipes, right? We can have 1 on each side. Well, 1 on the blueprints. It's going to be a little interesting. I might have to have that, but basically what I'll do is I'll go over here to logistics, and we'll grab ourselves a pipe wall support, and I'm going to stick the wall support on here, just right on the outside of the lights, so that the pipes so then we can just run the pipes at the tower. We don't have to worry about where the beam connectors are going to go. We can preset them in the blueprint and stuff like that. So, but yeah, and that plus the buffers going into the train station. That train station should run for quite a while we run all this oil up the tower and get it all connected. And then we'll put the rings on there, and then we'll finish up the top and put a one of those dealios over there, one of those towers. We'll put one of those towers up here as well. I think this tower actually covers the whole area. That one up there, either that one or that one covers this whole area. But we'll put a tower on top of it. It can't be a tower without a tower, you know. A big old mess of oil tower. But we got quite a bit done before the power outage, so you know it's okay. Sometimes plans get pushed to the side and for other plans. So after this, after we get this tower done, we're going to have to address the power situation, because the power situation is only going to get worse. It's only I mean, our power fluctuations are pretty crazy, but even with a steady power, this situation is going to get worse. 52,000. It's just a few more factories and we're going to be right back in the same situation where we're not producing enough power and we got to put down more boosters. So yeah, we're going to do the broken, produce rocket fuel and get, we'll probably do like 250,000 megawatts or something like that. Just something pretty high, so that we got a while before we need to address the power again with nuclear. Yeah, so we'll do that as well after this tower is complete. We're gonna have to address the power situation, because we can't have another power outage like that again. That was a mess. It took me over an hour to fix all the trains. Because the trains, even if you put them back on the track, get them going again, sometimes they just don't want to path correctly. You have to keep pushing on down the line until you can get them to path correctly again. That's just the way they are. But anyway, with that though, like I said, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.